go with it, YouTube. Let's go with it, 360 family. I'm gonna finish up my dinner while I start talking. Yes, indeed. So the title of this video is gonna be called Lust, Separation, Elevation, and Discipline. Lust, separation, elevation, and discipline. For one, if you're coming across this video, you're already on the journey, man. You've already been taking proactive steps to become a better you, to become a better man, to level up in your position in life. You're already on that track. You're already on that track. So I definitely don't want to keep this one long-winded by any means, because at this point, guys, the people that are lost, man, and I'm talking primarily, I'm gonna say at this point, at least 25 and older. That's even being generous, 25 and older. With the access that we have to information today, I'm gonna say still at least 25 or older. It's worrisome, dog. Like, and keep in mind, yo, this topic isn't for everybody. This channel isn't for everybody. This channel is for particularly men, those in the process of becoming men. How to become an all-around better man, right? Hence the 360, right? It's way more than just being in shape, man. It's way more than just having big muscles. You feel me? Like, if you even look at my channel, or if you watch any of the videos before, I used to call myself a bodybuilder, not for an extremely long period of time, but the way I was conducting my actions, the way I was moving, the things I was doing, I felt it was right, yeah. Call myself a bodybuilder. However, I've always been natural, 100%, outside of like over-the-counter creatine, whey supplements, you know. Those are primarily the top two supplements that I take as, I don't want to say bodybuilder, but those were the primary supplements that I took while I was essentially in my bodybuilding phase. Now, I'm not done building myself. You're never really done with that. I just don't operate under that title, under that label, or I didn't attach that identity to myself anymore. Various reasons, but needless to say, I'm gonna have to grab some more water, man, because that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work for you, boy. Needless to say, I did call myself a bodybuilder for, I would say, probably at least like the past 2 years or so. I've competed in one competition, and it was a great experience. It was fun. Talk about that in some other videos as well, but that's not what this video is about at all. It's about lust, separation, elevation, and discipline. You know what's funny, man? I gotta say it like this, because it's I don't know if it's funny, but it's interesting, it's intriguing, it's insightful that, let's say I'll say something on one of my social media platforms, and then, you know, I got a couple of guys, you know, I'll follow on, let's say, YouTube, and they essentially are on pretty much similar missions of helping men develop and become better men, overall men. how you know I gotta do this more. Exercise the vocal cords. Ooh, bar. It's funny that you ever, and this will probably happen to you too before, like you'll read something, you'll say something, you'll see something on TV or whatever it might be, one of the medium platforms, and or let's just say even you have something that's on your spirit, you're probably going through something at a certain period of time, and then you notice that other people are like others are on the same type of wavelength, like literally like the same topic. Like I'd particularly write these down, these four ones: lust, separation, elevation, discipline. I had to write these down because at least over the past 24 or 48 hours, these have been prominent topics that have been on my spirit. And then lo and behold, a lot of my guys are saying the same thing, pretty much echoing the same sentiment, right? In their own ways of conveying the message, but they're echoing the same sentiment. Guys, it is so important to understand that the satiable, sometimes insatiable desire for sex or physical intimacy is not a bad thing, right? It's not a bad thing. It's nothing negative. However, I can just remember, man, when I grew up Christian, and I can remember, man, like I didn't really have other things truthfully going on in my childhood that I feel that were overcoming me or overtaking me on a spiritual front. However, one thing I definitely know I got into early was liking girls, wanting to be with girls, get with girls. I mean, God, I'm a young boy at the time, right? So seems pretty normal. Seems like all the biological faculties are working, right? So, but at the same time, I find myself only asking for, God, in a sense, only asking for God to help me with this lustful spirit. Lustful spirit. It was some, man, I can't even really call it 100%, but going on, the big 3-0 in 5 days here coming up, I know this is something that many men deal with, that are challenged with, and some never truthfully overcome. Some never tame it. Let's just say they never tame it, right? Because I wouldn't say lust is something I say it's something you definitely should overcome, but in that process of overcoming, you're taming it, right? That means you're wielding it. You have control of it, right? You're aware of it. I'll tell you what, guys, and I had my struggles with the hub, with corn, corn. You know what I'm talking about. I've had my struggles all throughout life, man, since a teenager, man. Come on, dog. We've all been there. We've all been there. And one thing I'll definitely say is that it's a process. It's a process of essentially really disciplining yourself. You're gonna go through so many cycles of wanting to stop doing this action, stop committing this action, rubbing one out constantly, all the time, every day, just zapping your energy, draining your energy. Like, for those that don't know, there are essential vital nutrients that we carry in our balls, man, that we carry in our balls. And for guys just continuously, I'm guilty of it sometimes too. I've been great for a long time, but hey, at the end of the day, I'm not immune to it. But zapping our energy, man. That's zapping our desires to really go out and achieve and pursue. I didn't think this was actually true. However, it is, man. It's like even rolling up and constantly smoking. It's something I did from a teenager, 14, 15 years old, man. Never thought it was a big problem. Never seen it as something that, I was addicted to, or you get what I'm saying? I kick it for a little bit and then I'd just be like, well, nothing's drastically changing. I don't know why I did it. However, not understanding the overarching picture there. That does definitely have a control over you somehow. You do it every day. you make excuses and reasons for doing it. And you think that just because you make those excuses, just because you come up with reasons, that it's okay. It's not, man. But however, this is just, I'm just feeding back some of the insights, man, and I wanted to give to y'all. And, quite frankly, that's something you're gonna have to truthfully tame, man. When you really want to begin to elevate in your life, you are gonna have to seriously tame that spirit within you, man. Like there's no doubt about it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You get what I'm saying? You might even hear stories from different guys that, achieved a certain level of success, X, Y, and Z. Just because you're successful financially in a certain area, financially, does not mean that you're successful in every other part of your life, man. And that's up to you to decide. Nobody else. It's your life. You make the choice. But for those that will take any of the advice I'm going to give, be it fitness, anything, all around development, you definitely got to tame that, man. You definitely got to essentially when you feel that urge to type in that lucky address bar, those lucky letters, it's going to send you to a site free of charge. Come on, man, free of charge. Anything that's free is using you too. You got to understand, especially with this technology. Anything that's free is using you as well, right? So anyway, go check out the, what's that Netflix special with the social media? Social Dilemma. That one was good. That one was deep. But guys, you're gonna have to really start to tame this lustful spirit, man. And it's gonna take trials and trials and trials, man. Trials and trials and trials. You're gonna reason with yourself over and over and over why this isn't a big deal to you, why you don't really need to chill out on it. Okay. See if you can really elevate and go to that next level. Okay. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Come back to this video. Good luck. Separation. Yo, man, look. One thing we gotta, and this is something I just learned throughout my life, man, is that everybody's not on the same time as you, man. Everybody is not on the same mission or same journey as you, and that's okay. That's really okay. However, one thing that we've got to definitely be okay with and become accustomed to is detachment and separating ourselves, man. Whenever an environment, you have to be able to realize when an environment is not good for you, it's time for you to go. It's time for you to get up out of there, for real. There's too many times, so often, we'll stay in these positions out of fear. I get it. We'll stay at our jobs out of fear. This is your connection to your essential livelihood, economically, financially, right? Can't just quit. I don't suggest that to anybody. Set yourself up, position yourself in a way that, hey, you can be without a job for a few months. They say stack up 6 months of overhead expenses. Stack up more. Why not? Stack up more. But the moment you begin to really elevate and go in that direction, go in a different direction than those that might be accustomed to knowing you, it's going to be uncomfortable and it's not going to be fun. It's not going to be fun. I'm going through it right now, man. Seriously, severing ties with certain relationships where all respect is gone. All respect is gone out that relationship. All respect is gone out that relationship. I came across this quote, and I go like this. Familiarity breeds contempt. And that's deep, man. How many times, even I'm guilty of it too. How many times have you noticed when you become too accustomed to something, people, environments, that you begin to almost despise those environments, not really appreciate them like you used to? It happens. But what's worse is we do these with people. We do it with people. And I'm the first to tell you, man, the moment my presence, I'm not saying glorify me, lift me up, raise me up, or honor me or anything like that, man. But when certain base levels of respect and humility, or just the humanitarian part, once that begins to subside, I fly. I'm out, man. I'm not here to give everybody a lesson on how to interact with me, with myself. I'm not here to give everybody a lesson how they should conduct their interpersonal relationships. It's up to you to know thyself. That is the whole of the law, to know thyself. You know thyself first, then everything else essentially begins to make sense. You stop trying to make sense of it because you understand yourself. That is the real key. So be ready for it. You know, it's gonna happen. It's a part of the process. Even when it comes to starting a new business, starting a channel, like the people that don't even know you, they're gonna be your biggest supporters. The people you've never met, they're gonna be your biggest supporters. I mean, hey, it's true. I've come to see this as well. However, don't grow resentful for your quote unquote friends or family or the people that know you or your Facebook friend group. Don't grow resentful towards them. Don't complain. Don't do that. That looks desperate, and it's quite frankly lame. All right, whoever's in need of your product, service, right? They're gonna be the ones that elicit your service. They're your help. You know, they're gonna be the ones that support. That's just it. You do everything you have to do, and essentially the rest is gonna come. The rest is gonna come, but you gotta put in the work. Be ready for that separation because it's gonna happen. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. 1000% inevitable. That ties in right with elevation, man. Elevation. I know. Again, if you're coming across this video, man, you want more for yourself. You don't like the word average to you. You should throw that out, man. Throw that out, dude. There's so many average people, dude, bro. That's easy. You don't have to really do anything to be average. You don't have to. It really is simple. You just lockstep. Follow the herd, follow the crowd. Super simple being average, man. But what's not easy is elevation. Elevating, bro. Like seriously, the more you continue to try to elevate and go higher, dog, I'm telling the forces become stronger. That's why you have to be stronger. Strong mentally, strong physically, strong spiritually. This, like, what do they say? New levels, new devils? Come on, man. Come on. It's gonna require you to continue to work, grind, and put in that work, man. Keep getting stronger mentally, spiritually, physically. Develop a routine for yourself that, hey, you can always essentially have as a base. So whenever you feel like you're veering off or you begin to start like blowing in the wind, you develop these practices to be able to center self, to be able to ground yourself and to refocus, to recenter. That's important because the moment tragedy strikes, you know what people normally do, man. And I'm not knocking anybody that's essentially quote unquote religious, dude. Not by any means. I study and take pieces from them all. That's just me. But the resistance is gonna get stronger. So you have to get stronger yourself as well. Okay, this is not an easy journey. This is not an easy battle. But our only choice is to fight. There is no other option. No, actually there are other options. You can not fight. Live a life of passivity where no one respects you, appreciates anything you have to say. That's fine. That's okay. And if they don't anyway, that's the easy solution. Come. But as you elevate, man, it's gonna cause separation. So just be ready. Those go hand in hand. Those go hand in hand. You're gonna want to look for a hand. You're gonna look for some help. A lot of the times when you're first getting started, there's gonna be none of that. All right, there's gonna be none of that. A lot of times, no one can see your vision because it's your vision. Don't expect them to see your vision, appreciate your goals. That's why a lot of times you got to keep it hush, man, or be very, very wise, very cognizant about who you share certain information with. I'm talking even family, bro. Even family, it gets real. It gets real. And if you haven't experienced any of this and, you know, or if you have and I'm preaching to the choir, that's cool. This is just a reminder. Hey, trust me. You're gonna get gaslighted into oblivion. Trust me. Because people ain't on the same path. They don't move like you do. They don't do the things you do. Trust me. That's real. Last thing, man, is discipline. Discipline. It's up to you. It's up to you to do it. You know what's right for you. You know what's wrong. You know what's beneficial. You know what's not. It's really simple. Are you gonna keep making excuses about it is the real question. I'm asking myself the question right now while looking dead into this camera. Am I gonna keep making excuses about it, or am I gonna do something about it? Intense, focused action. Intentional, focused action. Intentional, focused action. Intentional, focused action. Hey, there's no book to this, guys. There's no book to how to do it the right and wrong way. I'm still putting together this course, so essentially it could almost act as a foundation. I just basically will put a lot of my practices in. It's called the 360 protocol, but a lot of the practices I've adopted over the past few years that I'll continue to refine and discover new practices, new things that I figure out that help me. And hey, I'm definitely always gonna share them. So, like and share this video with somebody you think could benefit from. I mean, I know I'm talking to fellas mainly, but male, female. Oh, that's a cramp right there. Be careful. I gotta, ooh. See, almost kicked the camera down. Dang. Ooh. Stay hydrated. Drink your electrolytes, man. Don't, look, we got so many different salts and minerals in our bodies, guys. I think salt is a mineral. Whatever. I don't think I passed chemistry. Anyway, I pretty much covered it all, man. Lust, separation, elevation, discipline. Like, share this video, tap in, man. I've been posting pretty consistently. I plan to keep doing that. And go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe to the channel. This movement isn't going anywhere. This is really about elevation altogether. This is about development. So, I'm gonna post some different reviews and reaction videos and things like that. So jump on now and definitely support. There's gonna be some merch dropping and coming soon that, if you wanna go ahead and support that, you can as well. So I just got a lot of work that I need to put in general. So again, like, share, subscribe. Fuck with your boy, I'm out.